16.2. Who are your MHO friends and enemies? No organization exists in a vacuum, particularly since humans have been social for millennia. Thus, there are all varieties of multi-human organizations, and they coexist and compete for humans. In addition, they also compete amongst themselves. We can illustrate these competitions by drawing analogies with the biological kingdoms and ecosystems that have been extensively studied. First, there are those MHOs that are the most similar to your MHO. If you run delivery services, then there are other delivery services which may operate in the same city and other cities. You compete with them for humans to work for you, as well as for customers, who are humans, and other organizations who need your services. When humans move from other cities and countries, they may come to you and your competitor MHOs for jobs and membership. Thus, any given MHO is connected to many MHOs as part of a supply chain or a value chain, vertical connections, and to other MHOs identical to themselves, which provide the same service in this value chain, horizontal connections. There are also other kinds of MHOs more akin to predators and scavengers. There are other firms who may offer to buy up your company, equivalent to members of a food chain, cows eating grass and tigers eating cows. After buying an MHO, the predator may integrate it into their own operations with minor changes, or may break it up into pieces to digest the pieces of value and discard the scraps. For example, many startups have an explicit exit plan based on the presence of larger predator MHOs. In the 1980s, many companies had a thriving business of buying older conglomerates and selling the pieces more profitably. Thus, your MHO competitive strategy is quite similar to competitive strategies in an ecosystem and depends upon what your MHO is equivalent to. Are you a tree, a zebra, or a wolf? That is, are you a primary value creator, a value extractor, or an apex predator? Perhaps your natural death comes from being consumed, and perhaps your natural death comes from fighting others like you. Or perhaps your natural death comes from microbes and system breakdown, completing the circle of life.